Currently, I am working on a class about worship, and I'm teaching kids who are ranging from classes of the 7th grade through the 9th grade. And in one of those classes, we talked about prayer, and I asked this question. I said, does God always answer our prayers? And they immediately said, well, no, he doesn't. I said, okay, why not? They said, well, sometimes he says no. And I said, well, isn't that an answer? That's how you answered my question. And it immediately gave them thought. They questioned, wait a minute, no is an answer. So does God really answer all of our prayers? Well, let's look at 2 Corinthians 12, starting in verse 7. Paul says, so to keep me from becoming conceited because of the surpassing greatness of the revelations, a thorn was given me in the flesh, a messenger of Satan to harass me, to keep me from becoming conceited. 3 times I pleaded with the Lord about this, that it should leave me. But he said to me, my grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. Therefore I will boast all the more gladly of my weaknesses, so that the power of Christ may rest upon me. Something that we have to realize about prayer is that God always answers our prayers. And hopefully it's a yes. Hopefully we're praying in a way that honors God and seeks to further his will. But sometimes God answers no, and that's okay. That's still an answer. If you've ever been a parent, or obviously you've had a parent, you've been told no at times, or you've had to say no to people at times. And that's a legitimate answer. And sometimes that's what we need to hear. But God doesn't always say no. Sometimes he does say yes. Or sometimes he says, yes, but my way. And so today and every day, we need to keep our central focus on thinking about the answers that God gives us and being content with those answers. And realizing that even if God were to say no to our prayers, that everything that God does is so that his grace can be sufficient for us, so that his power can be made perfect in our weakness. And so let's think about that as we pray and as we wait for God's answers to our prayers, that we're content with his answers and that we follow him no matter what.